Hey, what's going on? I see Bo already. What the heck, man? You're just on it. Hey, I just felt like popping in for a second. Hey, Bo, are you seeing this from 4BZ Truth? Because I actually just on a whim decided I'm going to do this because I'm coming off my strike and um, my last live stream I think was less than 2 weeks ago. So I actually uh, it's so weird. Like my strike drop the first strike dropped off today, and I didn't think that I was quite at 2 weeks. So usually they give you a 2 week restriction when you yeah. So you asked what's up with the strike thing. I actually, so just to clarify, I don't know if anyone even noticed that I was taking a 2 week break. It's not that the last live stream that I did, I was talking about basically we are the temple, we are the living stones, and it really was nothing that would have triggered um, the algorithm. I don't think, but again, I'm talking about the Bible. You know, kind of where we're at in this time, and obviously, my channel's under scrutiny as it is. And I used to be a lot more aggressive about putting out the information that is, prior to the censorship. I mean, they were already starting to censor people, but they weren't near the amount of censoring they do now. So I thought that I was gonna really just start hammering stuff home with. See, I went from doing a lot more near death experience discussion to, well, I mean, it started off like the FE stuff because I was like trying to wrap my head around the fact that anybody could in 2015 is when I started getting into this stuff. I couldn't believe that there was anybody out there that would be discussing something such as the FE, and you know, I kind of was enthralled with it for about a year or two, and I got tired of people seeming irritated or seeming like a dividing issue. So I just decided I really enjoy near death experience discussion, so I ventured down that road. And so as everybody, oh, not everybody, as a lot of people on this channel that follow anything that I do, will have seen that I talk a lot about the Hoaxdemic. I actually feel like there's a recent shift that was taking place, and I really wanted to talk about it. I didn't know that. Um, I haven't really been talking a lot about this topic because I kind of want to fly under the radar, which is probably the wrong approach. But then again, I mean, I have almost 4,000 subscribers. I don't want to just kind of throw all my, um, you know, all that out the window. I'm not really well connected with any specific community on YouTube, and I'm not well integrated with any topic because, to be honest with you, I'm kind of like I'm kind of like a fringe of all the fringe topics in some ways because I don't really jump into the mainstream of anything. So anyways, so I see Team Heat in here. We cannot communicate in any meaningful way. The truth is forbidden now. Exactly. So that's where I'm like cryptic about everything I'm saying, and you know what. So the reason I still have this background is because I literally was just, I'm going to do a live stream to see if I can even live stream on on my 4BZ Truth channel, and I actually I really have been feeling a lot of anxiety about just kind of the way things have been going. Just kind of give you a little bit of my background. I was full-fledged, just kind of pounding the pavement with my, building up my business. And honestly, I've been, ramping it up, like the steps of, progress have been just building and building and building. And I hired somebody, and I was thinking about hiring somebody else, and I started looking at like some of the numbers at the turn of the year, and I realized, oh my gosh, I don't even know if I'm really profitable. I was just kind of living and scraping by, and but then again, I built quite an infrastructure in the last 9 months or whatever it's been. But to be honest with you, I haven't really pursued my passion. Running a business is not my passion as much as, talking about truth and understanding reality. I mean, I'll start this conversation with anybody. It doesn't matter whether I'm on the job or not or whatever. But let's see. You saw the title. I was like, the alga kind of thing is, that's why I said hoaxdemic. Hopefully, yeah, using the word narrative is kind of popular too for trying to say something. So let me just kind of put this out there real quick. I'll kind of give you. So yeah, it's kind of come full circle, and I'm a lot of things are surfacing in me. Uh, when I was telling you that I have a lot of things kind of changing in my life again. I find, myself pushing my employee out because I don't feel like they're a good fit for the company, and I'm paying them too much. I think for not having certain expertise, and I feel like going reverting back to my original plan, which was to run my business solo, and I could drum up a bunch of bit. No, this is not about my business, by the way. This is not about my business. This is about the segue that leads to my thought process right now. From time to time, I'll listen to the news, or Roman from the Epic Times. I'll listen to that guy. I'll listen to um, Del Bigtree, the High Wire, and I find that that stuff is kind of cutting edge, conservative perspective, maybe. But again, I'm not like full blown like, oh, I'm gonna flaunt my Republican background or whatever. No, it's more like I just want to point out that there's some things happening right now that just happened within the last few days that I feel like we are like the dust is settling or something. We are no longer. I mean, so let's just say like the UK, they just dropped all their mandates for they're going to treat the new variant like a just like a normal flu. And obviously, there's certain parts of the world where there's you know um, they're just going crazy. Like you can't even believe that some of the stuff they're talking about. It's like, but the thing is, I just learned from Ammon Bundy, who is one of the candidates that are running for governor in Idaho. Which, if you're not familiar with Ammon Bundy, I've made a video about him, how I'm probably going to vote for him for governor. Um, Now, I'm not like all gung ho about uh, I'm not all gung ho about government per se, but I feel like I watch it. It's like just trying to study your enemy just to make sure you understand what's happening. Uh, yeah, Ammon Bundy is a legend. He was he was kind of one of the main people for the standoffs against the tyrannical police state that was happening in Nevada and Oregon. And to think that a lot of what was happening, he's walking free. there was nothing wrong with what he did. He just did it in a way that was not acceptable to some people because it wasn't as peaceful as it could have been. But anyways, the point is, Ammon Bundy was talking about like some of the things that our current governor signed in to law, or not even law, just like some sort of allowance for they're trying to actually do things that are like what Washington's doing as far as like building little camps and stuff for those who refuse to be poked. And we are in an interesting spot right now because the CDC just came out with something that was talking about what was it? And if you haven't heard this yet, the CDC basically says that natural, our immune system is able to fight off the variants better than the poke. So and not just better, but it's like 300 or 400 times more better. So the thing is, if the CDC, now let's just say YouTube, Twitter, all the big social media companies that are following the quote unquote narrative, you'll see that they are actually uh, they're following the CDC is what they're saying. So if they're really going to follow the CDC in the world, the WHO, I don't know what the WHO is saying, but the CDC is saying that natural is actually better than the poke. So anybody that's recovered from the variants, which I can say I recovered from the alpha, and I have never gotten the poke, none of them, and whether it's the first, second, or the freaking um, boost. So so if the CDC is now saying that, and not to mention all the, how they have those little news reels where they're like, in lockstep with each other, trying to say, you know we need to control these conspiracy nutcases or whatever. But now what they're saying now is that we need to normalize, or we need to get used to just it's part of our reality now, this C19 stuff. Oh, thank you. I'm just quickly saying hi. There's a few people that are here to say hi. Hi, Mom. Love you. She just made some fresh baked bread with some butter smeared all over it. Yeah, so uh, I'm gonna just let it sit here for a second. So yeah, so just to finish that thought is like all of them are now saying it's like the flu now. You know what it is they're realizing, and not just realizing. Somebody actually said that they so I can't look at this freaking the chat. It's distracting. Okay, so I gotta say thanks. Drink water. Oh, this is not a sandwich. This is fresh baked bread made with nut-free whatever, and it has a bunch of butter all over it. That's what butter is, like just smeared all over it. Mm. Oh, that's a new recipe, and actually it's pretty good. But yeah, so this is kind of the direction I see things going right now. Yeah, it's fresh, definitely fresh. This is the direction I think things are going to start going. Now, I think Kim Iverson, I think is their name, on the Hill. I was watching that. Apparently, she's kind of a liberal, but she was saying something about how she kind of sees this dystopic type, trend that's happening, with the what do they call it? The World Eco Forum. They're actually, you know, she's starting to see the no. I hope my internet doesn't crash again. No, oh, by the way, for those who watched the last live stream, I just completely lost signal on my internet, and it might happen again. I just noticed that it was buffering. Well, for anybody, can you hear me now? Bo, I obviously lost connection. My internet just struggles sometimes. Apparently, I get this brand new computer, and it decides to freaking crap out on, or the internet just loses connection. So, anyways, I need to move my modem closer. I think my Wi-Fi is not projecting well. Anyways, I don't know if you can see my green screen back here. So I don't even know what I was saying. It's like a huge distraction when the internet craps out. I think I'd mentioned something about Kim Iverson. Oh yeah, thanks for the. Yep, I do have a nice green screen, huh? You can see my fan up there too. So yeah, she was saying something about what was she saying? I forgot. But anyways, I actually didn't intend on being on here all that long, but the fact that you guys are actually hanging out makes me happy that I freaking just popped in for a second. I'm gonna do something a little more formal. I'm glad to know that my 4BZ Truth channel is back. Of course, they got to strike me on things that are like a year and a half old. They don't strike me on new content anymore, just old content. But they only strike me when I upload new videos or do live streams. So it's like, really, why do you gotta freaking mess with me? I've been kind of benign lately, and it's like, maybe I just need to freaking hurry up. And the internet freaking crashed again on here.
Is the bread good?
Yeah, it's good, but I'm sorry. Yeah, so I've been freaking benign. I haven't been aggressive toward these people or these big tech people. Yeah, new vids trigger the algorithm. It's true. I didn't even do anything that. And here's the thing: and Bo or whoever follows this kind of thought process,
This is reminding me of like a birth pain, you might say. There's a lot of things that kind of ramp up, and then there ebbs and flows. So, so I think that there's a lot of stuff that are happening right now that are trending toward us going back to normal, even though they've taken a lot of steps to get us to where we are now. And and Dr. Oz was saying something about how uh, Tony Fauci, he basically he was overseeing like I don't know, I heard something like the United States is like 4% of the world population or something, and is it 4%? I don't know. And we had like the highest rate of death for the this virus thing, and you know the fact. I mean, I honestly feel like it was deliberate. There was people that are literally, and this is the kind of thing that's going to get me in trouble. I think that it was deliberate. They kept pushing and pushing and pushing the issue of, this narrative. And now that it has come full circle, and now they're saying, oh, well, all that stuff that those conspiracy nutcases were saying, it seems as though they weren't just right. That's the whole new narrative again. Now it's like, so wait, I can still, and I'm still being censored for it, even though we'll just see how quickly YouTube catches up and allows us to discuss it. But even so, even if they do allow it, what the hell just happened? We just got censored for a bunch of stuff that we were speaking truth, and nobody freaking says, oh, sorry, we freaking screwed up. Not just sorry, but nobody's going to be held responsible for this freaking crap. Nobody's going to be held responsible. So even if we are coming into the new normal, I mean, just think about that. Nobody's going to be held responsible. Well, that's not true necessarily. God's going to judge. God's going to judge the people that are freaking driving this crap into the ground. It's the Phoenix effect. They're going to burn it to the ground to build back better. So just remember that. They have to burn it to the ground to build back better. That's the Phoenix. So anyways, you dang right I'm right. I'm just kidding. I'm not even going to say this. Yep. To everything you're saying right here. I'm not going to read these out loud. Some of the stuff is, yep, hypnosis. That is what is getting people. Oligarchs. That's funny. Yeah, well, I am actually wondering if they will scapegoat them, Somebody's got to be held responsible, as if they were trying to, fix it, make it sound like, oh, the government is on your side. They're going to reprimand those who, are supposed to be reprimanded, or they're just going to let these people go free, the tyrants that they may be. I shouldn't use so many trigger words. I don't think that they have any control over my internet, but nope. Yeah, it's probably bound to happen. Except Biden's not going to be a scapegoat. He's going to be a freaking. He's going to somehow get taken out by the booster, or I don't know. Like, whoops. But with all the people that are freaking jabberooskied, no, they have the nano technology in it now. They actually, I heard this doctor panel that was talking about this. It's actually pretty interesting. I'm still disconnected from the internet on my computer. Stupid thing. Anyways, yeah, maybe. I don't know. Well, it's been about a half hour almost, and I told my wife I was just going to come say hi to a few people and just kind of see if my channel's up and running again. I want to have Brian Melvin on. I want to have Kyle Adams, and Kyle actually confirmed that he was going to do it. It just we had obviously I got a strike on my channel, and then I got a two week suspension. It wasn't even quite 2 weeks, which is weird that I'm even active on this channel now. I'm active on Contemplating the Cosmos as well. So if you're, I have never received a strike on Contemplating the Cosmos channel. So look that up and subscribe over there if you haven't. Yeah, drink water. Are you in the UK or are you in Aussie? I don't even know where you would be. Anybody that says mates makes me think you're probably in either Europe or Australia. But Australia would make sense considering I think it's probably morning over there. But anyways, or maybe a midday now. I don't even know. Yeah, London, UK, cool. Yeah, we are international bros. That's right. Yeah, I'm getting out there, getting around. That's freaking. It's great to know that I can actually reach the UK. Hey, by the way, what are your thoughts on kind of the recent changes? Because that's part of that narrative that I was talking about. You know, that they basically just said, "Oh, we're gonna just remove all the mandates now." It's like, oh my gosh. It's like just like that. Oh, let's take all the mandates after all the dystopian crap that they've been pulling on everybody. But man, I don't know. I'm not gonna say too much more because I'm already at risk of getting a strike again. But anyways, it's not very often that I get strikes on my live streams though. I've never actually had a live stream get a strike. I've only had just a rant that I did that was mocking the planes colliding into the towers. So I was just making fun of it. I wasn't trying to justify any perspective on that. Oh, heck yeah, man. Were they confiscated over there? Oh, you're still up? You're still awake after staying up all night? Just doing the night thing, huh? Night owl. It's 11 o'clock over here. They mess with us in the UK. Yep. Upset. I'm happy but cautious because they pull back masks on trains, passports, and planes. Yep. Yeah, exactly. It's all part of the freaking, oh, yay, the government's on our side now. It's like the blue pill, red pill thing. It's like you got to take one or the other. Well, maybe it's neither. People on the stream have to report. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just trying to warn everybody. This is not the dust settling, I don't think. Oh, what's up? Yukon, or is it Yokon? Naftali? Very good morning to you from South Africa. Yeah. Nice to see you, man. Assuming you're a man. I don't want to. I made that mistake once where I thought somebody was a man when they were actually a woman. So anyways, yeah, greetings over here in Idaho, US, and it's 11 p.m. over here, getting kind of late, but yeah, I'm just checking in. So guys, go to Contemplating the Cosmos and subscribe. It's my other YouTube channel. If you do a search, just search Contemplating the Cosmos, and you'll see my channel. I'm streaming this live stream on there too. So anyways, I gotta go. But I really appreciate everybody. Yeah. Idaho shout out. Bo's right up the street from me, I think. Are you still kind of by Spokane, or are you central Washington? I'm trying to remember. Well, I'm going to vote for Ammon Bundy. I don't really care about voting for anyone else. I think that I want to vote for a radical. I want to see somebody that's one of the stories where he got arrested out of the Capitol building, and he wouldn't even move when they put handcuffs on him. They drug him across the ground or picked him up because he didn't want to help them arrest him for something that was illegal. I don't know. He's just such a radical. It's so funny, but it's great, honestly. Anybody that's willing to stand up or lay down if someone's arresting you, don't freaking walk to the police car. Just let them drag you over there. Anyways, I don't want to be in that boat. Are you kidding me? I have freaking 2 young kids and a wife that can't freaking do it on her own. I run a business. She doesn't have a job. So I'm just like, oh, the system itself is screwed. Yeah, I mean, it's true. One guy is not going to change a lot, but he might be able to sway people's thinking in some way, one way or the other. It's a platform. He can kind of spread his ideology better if he's on a platform, right? But we'll see how that goes, I guess. Even if it doesn't happen with him in 4 years or 8 years or whatever it is, maybe it could happen. Oh, so are you even familiar? Are you familiar with Ammon Bundy? Because he must have made world news, because there was like a gun standoff in friggin' Nevada. they were like, they had their guns against the Bureau of Land Management, the federal agents, and then the state, the state sheriffs actually defended the Bundys, which is crazy. That's true. One guy in Christ. It's like a match, and everything else is fuel. All you got to do is light the match. So, all right. I feel like 35:52 is long enough to visit with you guys. Hold on, one more comment. I just Googled him after you mentioned. I remember about the attacks on land. and gun standoff from years ago. Did that make world news? Because I think I know where that guy lives. I actually I drove by his house because I remember, like he lives in Emmett, Idaho, which is where my dad lives, and he was he was doing a live stream or like a video or something from his house, and he was like kind of showing his whole property, like he was videoing his property, and I recognized the house as soon as I saw it. I'm like, oh my gosh, he's really close to my dad. I went and did a job over in Emmett, and like I worked at a neighbor's house, so I'm like, holy crap, I could totally just go walk up to this guy's door and just shake his hand or something. That'd be cool. All right, so I see 6 people just hanging out, so I'm glad that what do you don't you have like better things to do on a Friday night than hear my BS? Yeah, Ammon Bundy lives like I literally I could probably drive to his house in like 25 minutes or so. But anyways, all right, guys, I love you very much, and thanks for putting up with my internet. It's still not connected on my computer. My phone's actually about to die, so I think it's time. Thanks, Bo. I always like hanging with you, man. Maybe I'll do a truther get together. If you ever want to come out to Boise, we talk about these FE conferences or whatever. I'm not so much as an FEer as I am just I'm interested in truth and implementing truth and defending against lies and tyranny. That's my goal. So it would be cool to meet you, man. I don't really go up to Washington often. I've been there a couple times. I used to live there, but a while back in Seattle. But I don't really have a need to go back there now. But I'm actually really considering having a kind of a truther get together. That would be cool. All right, guys, have a great night, and we'll talk to you next go around when I'll have some special guests here soon. So I'll talk to you later. All right, bye.